You're doing everything right, you're leading the team, managing the family schedule, just holding it all together. So why, in those quiet moments, do you suddenly realize you haven't actually felt close to God in months?
Yeah, that is such a jarring realization.
Right. Well, welcome to today's deep dive. I'm your host. And our mission today is to look at some core teachings from FaithFlow Rooted Ministry to figure out exactly why really capable, faithful people end up quietly running on empty.
And I'm your expert for this deep dive.
Hmm.
People often panic in that moment of emptiness, right? They think, oh no, I'm losing my faith.
Which is terrifying.
Completely. But honestly, that's usually not the case at all. What you are actually experiencing is just a disconnect.
A disconnect, like you're trying to process all this responsibility without actually being plugged into the source.
Exactly that.
I mean, it makes me think of like trying to run 10 heavy apps on your smartphone while you're sitting on 1% battery.
Oh, that is a perfect way to look at it.
Because, you're doing a ton of processing and the system's overheating, but since you're totally disconnected from the power source, it's really only a matter of time before it crashes.
Right, and the processing power there is your volunteering, your problem solving, all your leadership.
Mm-hmm.
But the battery power is the actual presence of God.
Wow, yeah.
And this trap is what is often called the Martha mindset.
Oh, from the Bible, right, where she invites Jesus to her home.
Yeah, exactly. While her sister just sat and listened to him, Martha was totally frantic, just running around managing all the hosting duties.
Wait, but those are good things.
They are good, necessary things. But she was so focused on the task that she completely missed the presence of the person she was supposedly serving.
Okay, but let me push back on that for a second. Because in the real world, if I just sit down and stop running the apps, doesn't the ministry or the family schedule just fall apart?
That is the exact fear that keeps the exhaustion cycle going.
Because someone has to do the actual work, right? How is stepping back not just quitting?
Well, if we look at Psalm 46.10, the instruction is, be still and know that I am God.
Be still.
Right. But that word still doesn't mean abandon your responsibilities. In its original language, it actually means to let go or like slacken your grip.
Oh, wow.
It's about releasing the illusion that you are the one holding the universe together. So stillness isn't quitting. It's actually an active spiritual resistance against the idea that your worth comes from your exhaustion.
Spiritual resistance. I love that. So it's really about prioritizing presence over performance.
Exactly.
But how do we practically loosen that grip? Our sources bring up FaithFlow here, which is all about living out your faith in the way God uniquely designed you to operate.
Right, rather than forcing yourself into a mold that just totally drains you. And the materials highlight a couple of specific resources to help rewire this tension.
Like what?
Well, when you're stuck in that frantic, outcome-controlling mindset, they have this guided daily peace journal. It doesn't just tell you to be peaceful, it physically walks you through prompts to identify what you are trying to control.
Oh, so it breaks that anxiety loop.
Exactly. It actively guides you through surrendering it.
Mm-hmm.
And then for that specific feeling of holding the whole world up by yourself.
Like if you drop the ball, everything shatters.
Yeah. The sources point to the book Isolation in Leadership, because isolation often isn't about being physically alone.
It's internal.
Right. It's the internal belief that no one else can carry the burden. That book tackles the psychology of isolation and shows leaders how to organically redistribute that load within their community.
Which is such a massive relief because it means the solution isn't just adding another exhausting to-do list. These are just gentle guides.
Exactly. If your faith feels incredibly thin right now, you can just take a breath. Returning to a steady rhythm takes time, and that slow, gradual growth is totally normal.
Yeah, God doesn't reward exhaustion, He restores relationship.
You really don't have to push to prove your worth. And if you're looking for a grounded, calm place to keep walking this journey, FaithFlow Rooted Ministry is just a wonderful companion to have alongside you.
We spend so much of our lives wondering if we are doing enough, serving enough, or achieving enough for God. But what if the most important question you could ask yourself tomorrow morning isn't about what you can do, but simply, am I allowing myself to be loved by Him today?